Okay, hopefully we are live. So let's just have a quick look here. Now, hang on, let me just bring up chat. Let's do that. Dum. There we go, in we go. That looks about right. Happy days, happy days. And let's pop chat out so I can see it more easily. Drag that to there, and we are finally set up. These things are never quite as straightforward as one would wish. Perfect. Right then, okay, so it has been a hot minute. About a month, I think, since I last streamed, and we have been busy in the background. So we have made a few updates to the Forever Base, and the first of which is a new sleeping quarters. Hi there, Fonzie, how are you doing? Almost time to completely start over for 1.0. Well, so I think the idea is that this will take me into 1.0, but clearly there is something to be said for doing a completely fresh start at the point of 1.0 kicking in. By the way, is the audio okay? Let's just do a quick check on OBS, make sure that is our sound seems to be coming through. Other than you still sound British, yes, it's fine. Well, thank you so much. Right, so if you'll recall the old base, well, the old base was sort of running out of room, and obviously we've got our big area here. Now, I have done a fair bit of building in the last month. So this is the new temporary bedroom, and it is basically just one single glorified bedroom to maximize out the comfort buff as far as I can. Obviously I needed an area for repairing stuff and making stuff, so we have this. So again, this is all fairly uninspired stuff, and this and the bedroom will eventually be moved into the central citadel. So these are temporary structures, but we do have things that are not temporary structures. So I have this brand new sort of refining area, so we can knock up stacks of coal, we can process stacks of normal metals, stacks of black metal and the metals, and we've got our storage with our refined metals there, raw ores, coal and wood. So we've got lots of bits and pieces there. Let's pop over here. Oh, actually, I'm forgetting how many things I've done. The other thing that we also have is this archery area, and of course I've got my troll buddy over here. I wouldn't say it's a great troll, but you know, it's all right. There's a bit of a stick man troll there, and of course, being the expert marksman archer as we are, he says, setting himself up for a grand fail. 7, that's awful. 8, well, we'll take 8, I guess. About there. Or 9. There you go. We'll leave it at 9. I've got to be really careful about how I do this. The number of times I've actually detached his head. So we'll claim back our arrows. Yes, indeed, I was, in that instance, specifically referencing the target score. Now, actually, what I should have done is bring some wood with me. So this is the marine barracks, because obviously all of the Vikings are there for ship-bound combat and landing parties. So I've got this, which I believe, again, all the lights have gone out. It's been ages since I've been in here, but I believe I've got room for, how many beds is it? It was 6 per? Yeah, 6 per. So I think I had room for 72 Marines in this barracks. So it's meant to be sort of fairly basic, although once the hearths are kicking out some heat, I think they get a comfort of about 8 or so. So it's not terrible. Yeah, I've not been too bad to my my Marines. Obviously, I made full use of the maypoles while it was in season to do so. I was finishing off the bedroom just yesterday, and then suddenly realised that maypole's season had passed by, which was slightly disappointing. But I guess it's a temporary structure anyway. All right, it's getting dark, so let's sleep tonight so I can do the rest of it in daytime. I know. So, I mean, it only goes from the beginning of sort of June 1st through to July 6th, something like that. So it's a really short season. Obviously, I've got my my lava lamp, so I didn't have much in the way of spare Flametal, but I used one of my precious Flametal on that. So we've gone from a maximum of 16 comfort to 17 comfort. So it's a small step up. But the whole reason for having this is that I can sit here and watch the sunset. Or I guess the sunrise or the moonrise if I'm watching it in the evening. So that's why the bedroom is facing this way. But we're not going to sit here because, yeah, I'm guessing people would like entertainment. And of course, outside, we've also got other seating that we can sit out in the evening as well. Right, what I mean, so as I say, I only built this yesterday. It's a temporary structure. I will pretty it up somewhat, but there's still some more work to be done. I'll tell you what, if I put my headlamp on, okie dokie, I will catch you later. Thanks for popping in, bud. So this is the storage area. Nothing massively exciting except for the, I don't know how many chests I have. It was about 100. It might be over 100 wooden chests. So I've begun moving stuff out of the old base into this. We have our windmills that have been migrated away from the old base into the new base. We'll collect the flour while we're here. There's one that's about to kick some out. We've got some farmland. So we've got 3 fields of barley doing their thing. Let's pop the flour away. We've got plenty of flour building up, which is all good. So it just popped. No, all right, doesn't matter. And as we pop down here, I have also done a little bit more in terms of the bar as well. I wasn't quite happy with the roof structure, so that's now been updated slightly. And I've also done a little bit of work to I don't know, just make the decor inside the bar. So I want to do a little bit more work on the roof. It's a little bit flat and square, but we're getting there. We are getting there. So I've used these ashwood benches now, which I quite like the look of. We've got the banners up. We've got the fey lights up. All of my hanging lamps there have gone out. Obviously, let's grab some coal and refill those. The other benefit of having these is that they do provide some warmth as well. It's a bit more like it, get a little bit of light going, and somewhere I've got some spare wood. There we go. Let's get the hearth going as well. Yeah, so there we go. Nice comfortable bar. I've put this, I'm not even quite sure how to describe this really, but the skylight in there. So I think that provides a little bit of natural daylight, which I'm quite pleased about. We've got a lot of potions on the go that we'll pop later, because I do want to. I've got a couple of shelves here where I've not filled them up, so we've got some new potions to put there and there. Let's come round. This I've got a lot of doors that need to go in, but bit by bit. I think we had the kitchen up and operational beforehand. We've got our hanging meat there, and we're starting to fill up with some half decent foods. There you go. We've got some flour and some cloudberries there. What else we got? Ah, yes. We have the gatehouse. So I had a gatehouse down at the port end, so way down there. But I wanted another entrance in, because it was getting rather boring having to run around the side and sort of clamber up a ladder, or to jump over the wall over here. There's nothing too spectacular about it, other than the construction is coming along. So the idea being that you'd have bowmen lining all of this, and so in the event of a raid, as people came through, yeah, you enter a nice kill box there. Let's climb the stairs and have a quick look up. Now, I know typically there are baddies out here, so let's also arm ourselves and have some food as well. As always, there are the growths. There we go, growths down. Let's just drop down here, shall we? So I'm going to be building up these towers, and I'll have another one there and there as well. So yeah, bit by bit, this is coming along. Oh, something else. So last time I had started working on the vineyard for the ash vines. So the vineyard now looks a bit more complete, as you would have seen from the thumbnail. We've got these big old arches. Oh no, of course I've moved the bees from the old base over to this one as well. So we've got 10 walls. I think they're 5 high by 4. Yeah, 4 by 5, something like that. Because they're so high, I've built this sort of second floor walkway so that you can get to the vineberry clusters without having to throw yourself off stuff. do have a lot of vine berries. I've been diligently collecting them in the background. So that is the base updates, the base upgrades. What's in there? Now, yeah, tar that I've been collecting. Actually, I am going to use a lot of tar. Let's collect the 2 that we've just taken out. And there's another tar pit just beyond that as well. So we'll quickly murder those tar blobs. In your own time. Thank you very much. So this is our well-trodden path down here now. Hey there, Can Spirit! Yes, it has been. It's been a hot minute, basically, hasn't it? But thankfully, what with my foreign travels now being at an end for the foreseeable future, and the heat wave that was desperately doing its best to kill me over here in the UK, so I can do a little bit more live streaming and recording. And don't think I've forgotten the Enshrouded series as well, so that's very much due to come back on track. It's just been too hot. Oh god, we'll take out the death mosquitoes as well. Anything to earn myself a little bit of archery experience. Oh, missed that one. And then we'll have to stop running around the base and we'll do some adventuring into the Ashlands. Oh yeah, the weather has been really pretty awful. And it's one of those things where I know from a US perspective, the temperatures you guys get are massively warmer on average. But you're all sort of geared up for it with aircon. The UK being substantially colder, no, we don't really have a requirement for aircon, except when we get stupendously hot weather, and then all of a sudden the roads start to melt, and it becomes very difficult to cope. We'll collect those bits and pieces. I'm sort of using lox pie as a maintenance food, because that it's sort of good enough that if I do get an Ashlands raid, and there've been a few that have kicked off, some of them I've been able to hide out because they're just too far away, or rather they appear in the centre of the base and I've got the whole thing completely spawn locked down. So unless I'm sort of near the edge, then I have to come out and deal with it. So lox pie is good enough that I can sort of survive one of those raids when I'm just running around, and also it gives me enough hit points so that when I'm doing building and I'm sort of at the top of that thing, and I think that's about, I don't know, sort of 25-30 meters up, something like that, if you fall off you do lose the 100 hit points. So having 100 hit points for that is quite useful. Right, let us put the locks in the royal kitchen. Which one was it? Was it there? Yes, it was there. Marvellous. We'll unload our other bits and pieces, and then we'll start thinking about prepping for an Ashlands raid. Now, I've not been to the Ashlands for, well, at least a month. I think I might have popped in shortly after the last stream. I didn't quite have the grounsten I needed for the vineyard sort of area. So, so I had to pop back and collect all the grounsten that I'd sort of left in piles over there. But it was a fairly quick in and out, in all honesty. So far this summer, we haven't really had a hot run yet, but August is coming. This is very true. So one of the other chaps I talked to, Bearded, he said exactly the same thing, that so far you guys have been sort of quite fortunate in terms of really extreme heats. Pop those bits away. By now we're usually about 105 or above, but so far there hasn't been many of those days. Yeah, I don't think it was quite that hot here, although it was close. It was close to 105. As I say, with houses that are built to keep the heat in and no aircon, that was pretty unbearable. Somewhere in here, have I got a Mosquito trophy? Oh, don't do that. Right, let's pop that in there. Okay. But yeah, this is my new barn storage area. I don't know whether you saw the start. We've now got 6 windmills. We've got a few fields, busy growing barley. Oh, that was the other thing. This little area. Not that there's much to go inside, but this is the new chicken coop. So just up there, you can see all the hens lined up. There you go. So there's all 8 of them up there. So it's a little bit fiddly to get the food thrown in the right place for them. Yeah, I'll pop up here just briefly. But they're all fairly well hidden away, and the food just goes there, 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 and there, and then they'll sit and produce eggs forever, pretty much. And that was the other reason for setting up the temporary house just over there, because it's close enough so that they'll keep going and going. Obviously the refinery, and there we are. So we are mostly moved into this as a new base. So I guess I've barricaded long enough. So this was what we were exploring last time. So this looks like a pretty small chunk of land here. So I guess we could finish running around seeing what we find. This is clearly a much better chunk of Ashlands. So hopefully that comes round and we've got something in the middle here. Looking at this, that's going to go round there. So we're not going to find any fortresses in this lump. But maybe if this is big enough, we can sort of follow it around the edge. We'll find fortresses in there somewhere. Alright, so it's approaching evening. So what we'll do, let's get ourselves set up. Where have I left the best foods? Yeah, best foods are by the kitchens of this space. So I'm having to permanently go through where have I left stuff, because I'm sort of halfway through moving from one location to the other, and of course I keep moving my portals. So if I run around like a headless chicken, that's why. Okay. Back to the kitchen. Let's give ourselves, let's make that 4. It gives me 85 versus 80, but it doesn't last quite as long. Let's go in with the best stuff we can. Let's have that, and let's have 4 of those as well. So that's Ashlands food, that's Ashlands food. That's pretty much the best of the Mistlands. I need better arrows, so we can make some carapace arrows as well. That's definitely a thing. Let's head back and do that. Let's work out what carapace arrows take, because I can't remember for the life of me. Nope. There we go. Repair there. Right, carapace arrows. That's also here. Carapace arrows. Carapace, feathers, wood. Okay, that's not too difficult. That's assuming I've got wood, because I have used an absolute... Okay, that's some. That's not bad. Let's take that over here. Take all. Dump that in there. Carapace somewhere around here. There. And let's grab some feathers. They were... there. I am also going to leave the needle arrows there. Right, give me all the good stuff. Oh, Tuber Walk, I'd forgotten about that. Ha ha ha. Right. Let's make a lot of these. I'm out of wood. Okay, that's fine. Can't see anything. There we go. That's better. I've just made the carapace arrows. I should probably be using my frost arrows, because at least they slow things down. So I will use the carapace arrows, but I think I might, at least at this stage, this early stage, stick with the frost arrows. Put that there. There we go. Cool. Fine. So we need to go back to the old base so I can collect frost arrows. So for the time being, this old base is going to remain the portal hub, because I want to build a proper portal hub in the new base. I've pretty much left it as is. I took out the windmills and the cauldron upgrade that came from the Ashlands. I took out because I didn't have enough Flametal to make another. But other than that, and other than starting to empty these chests out, this base is pretty much as was. Oh yeah, of course, we'll do that in a sec as well. Frost arrows, there we go. Give me that. Give me that. Right, let's hit these. Lingering Iter, very nice. Let's hit the bar in the new base as well, and over here. We're still in the old base for the time being, so there is room in my new house. So maybe I'll do that today. Maybe I'll do that today as well. Everyone gets migrated across. The time being, because I didn't have a place to put the Rockies, they were... Oh, where am I going? I'm going to the bar. I didn't have a place to set the Rockies up, so that will also have to happen very soon. Oh, lingering health, very nice. Okay, we have a lot. Okay, we've obviously angered a death skeeto. Any of the doors open? No, I just ignore him. You might be able to get through over here. There is a direct route in. He can't work it out though. That's fine. He can buzz around outside. I'm fine with that. Now, where did I put the tray? Tray. There we go. Cool. Right then. So I've got 30 and 30. That's pretty cool. So if I do a 5x6 row, our meads. Ooh, let's do that one. So if I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously getting these in place for very thirsty customers. You don't make money as a bar if you're not well stocked. Let's put the rest of those in there. I've got any wood. Oh, I've got the ladder there. I can move that ladder. Let's do that. And I want to do that. No, was it that one? Which one was it? Is that one? Yeah. Slightly smaller selection here. Hey Matt, how are you doing? So we are busy stocking the shelves of the bar with fresh drinks for our thirsty customers. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Ladder can go back to where it should. That's over here. And the rest of the drinks can go in here. Cool, you can go there. Oh dear, all of my... You can tell I've not been here for a while. Let's get everything lit up, shall we? There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? A bit more jolly. I think I'd be quite happy walking into this bar and perusing the drink selection there. Right, we don't need all of those. Let's put a few of those back. They can go there as well. So we've got all of that. That looks pretty good. We've got our frost arrows. We're looking pretty good in terms of foods. Let's see if we can't take out the death skeeto. Go on then, buddy. All right, you got me. Well done. Given that I'm a little low on food. Thank you very much. Right then. Let's have the first of our foods. We'll sleep the night, and then I think it's going to be time do you think there is enough for after a good day's Viking? Well, I hope so. You know, one tries one's best. I worked out that I had seating in the bar for about 100 thirsty Vikings, and I think if they were all going for it, I think I would probably run low of stock pretty quickly. Right, that can go in there. I think we're pretty good. And then we're just got to work out where we're going to go in the Ashlands. So, how is everyone doing? It's been a long time since I've spoken to some of you. So where is the entranceway you weren't happy with? Oh, I'll show you that just in a moment. In a moment, we'll briefly watch the sunrise. We'll do a quick run round the gatehouse, because that gatehouse was a bit of a swine, in all honesty. We'll watch the night fade away, and then we'll hit the Ashlands after that. But if SeaDog took his time getting up, then these big wide open windows will flood the sunlight in. So a very, very refreshing way to wake up, and what a view to wake up to. He won't take the stairs. Stairs take far too long. That is shut. That is shut. That's good. Y portal is round here. I'll just do a quick, very quick tour of the gatehouse. And it's not finished yet. I do want to add the gatehouse is not finished, but you've been busy working in the yard. I have to say it's almost done. That's given the way my back garden looks. I wish I could say that was all done. There is a stack of work out there for me to do. So this is my kill box basically. So this is the main entrance in, and if it was an invasion, you can sort of lock the side. There's no way of getting through. It's only through these doors unless you can scale the wall. At the point where you burst through the doors, then you'd have these walls lined with archers, and you'd be coming into quite a bad time of it. So obviously I've mostly finished one tower. It needs a bit more work, a bit more love. It's not terribly pretty. And then once I've worked out what that first tower looks like, I'll then build a second tower. If I come through, so as you're now approaching the castle, you'll be met with this fairly imposing structure. So it's mostly there. It's mostly there. The pool, not yet. Although I was thinking about that. I could make a pool. So yeah, maybe I'll have to have a think about that. I might be able to do it depending on the terrain height as part of the citadel. So so there is going to be a grand central edifice that will be around here, and it might be that I can dig down low enough where I could actually have a pool. So yeah, that's where we are with stuff. Right, eat one of those. We'll eat another health food in a minute. We'll head back to the old base, and then we'll work out which of the Ashland portals we're going through. You'll see elements of my in real life house there. Absolutely. If you haven't got 80 acres and a private area of land patrolled by dogs in order to be able to graze the racing horses and go out hunting on said horses, then you're not really playing the game, are you? If only. If only. Right, these are all the Ashlands portals. Let's move slightly out the way because it's rather annoying, that sound. Let's work out where we want to go. And I'm going to have to take some more portals with me. Right, A1's over there. We've done most of this. I'm not expecting to find much over there. A3, most of that's been fairly well explored around there. We've got some, that's just C, so obviously nothing there. A4 and A2. So this was a blank portal that I suddenly worked out that I didn't, I think I deactivated the A2, so that's why the numbering's a bit all over the place. So I think the A2 portal and do a little bit more coast exploration is probably the play. So what we'll do, we've got an A5 portal here already. Yeah, very organised of me. I've even got mats to create another portal. So all I need to do is either set it up as A5 or, and I think I've got my emergency blank portal. Oh no, what happened to my emergency? The emergency blank portal is at the other base. That's okay, fine. Fine. A2 we said. Where is A2? A3, A2. Right then. Not nervous. It's just the Ashlands. It'll be a walk in the park, I'm sure. Okay, yeah, birds, fine. Coast follows along there. Ooh, smoop. Don't mind if I do. Give me. Let's have our better food now, shall we? Okay, we've got a spawner over there and a spawner over there. Okay, well, let's start wrecking spawners, I think. Oh, good. Trees collapsing. That's always good because it attracts baddies. Yeah, okay. That spawner is down. Get on in, bud. I'm going to try and use the bow a bit more today because I'm keen to level that up. Oh, it's not a spawner, it's a lava rock. Okay, more birds, that's fine. Come on, birdies. All right. Down you go. That's an archer. Let's take archer out. Very good. Ultra eggs, we'll take those. Now, the other thing I'm on the lookout for are obviously foods of any kind. So I had collected an absolute stack of the fiddlehead mushrooms because they're sort of a key part of the Ashlands salad thing. And it is rather good. Cheap. I like cheap food. Now, I wouldn't object to another dwarf location, because for some strange reason, terrible things seem to regularly happen to the Diverger, and all I can really do in memory of them is take their Flametal. You know, it's a terrible shame, but these things happen. Oh, Okay, oh, it's a lava blob, that's fine. Come over here, bud. Okay, like that, is it? Okay, get hit by both of them. That was exactly what I intended. No, you got to hit me to... Obviously my blocking is a little out of practice. Is that just a storm or is it night time? Alright, well, let's get the rest of the stuff. Let's take that out. Ooh, look, it curls around. That's interesting. That Morgan cave. Go on, bud. You and me. Let's go. Yeah. More collapsing trees, more completely unnecessary noise. Got to love it. Okay. I didn't shoot him because I'll probably miss and hit the diverger and then have all sorts of problems with that. Oh. You just move out of the way, I'll protect you. There we go. Hey Bearded, how you doing, buddy? As you might have noticed, we are once again back in the Ashlands. I've done as much building as I can do for the time being at the Forever base. Okay, marksman, fine. Ouch. How far have we gone? Not terribly far. It wouldn't be that difficult to make a mad run back for it. Now what I would like also is another Morgan cave, because I would like more of the molten cores. I've got enough for, well, I think 3 portals at the moment, which is enough, but more would be more convenient. Alright, everyone calm down. There we go. I think it is becoming night time. There you go, let's get a shot of these bits and see if we can pick up some bolt tregs. Yeah, there's one. There's another. Take those. Yeah, this is starting to look quite dark. Let's get ourselves set up with a portal home, shall we? Crafting. We can do this. There we go. Come then. I was going to head home, but I've got time to kill you first. That's fine. And Misk, and you, there you go, through we go. So how are you doing, Matt? How are you doing, Bearded? Let's dump off some of the stuff we've got. Look, that's a good number of fiddleheads we've got there. That's awesome. What can I lose here? I tell you what, let's use that as my dumping area. That can go there, that can go there, and the rest of it is all food. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, this portal. Do you think Mr. S's pulse has ever gone above 60? Right, let's pop the good Ashlands stuff in here. Eggs can go in there as well. So my basic approach is proteins at the top, sort of carby, stamina type raw foods next. Then I'm going for my stamina foods, and then my my health foods at the bottom. And I'm sort of broadly trying to do that by biome. So that'll be Ashlands and what will be the deep north, although I might depending on the amount of stuff, I might migrate them back to sort of previous ones. In here we've got just mainly Mistland stuff. In there we've got, yeah, what looks to be just plain stuff, and then I've got swamp and mountain and meadow and black forest in that row there. And Earl Grey tea, of course, naturally. Earl Grey is served at the dinner table. Yeah, repair stuff. Yeah, so the sun's starting to get low, and I don't fancy hitting the Ashlands in a storm, so we shall let today pass and do it fresh tomorrow. Even if it's cold outside and raining, we'll shut the doors. No dream. How very disappointing. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. But will it be a nice day in the Ashlands? Let's waste absolutely no time and get to it. That's the blank portal that takes us straight there. I guess I'm doing it then. Tell you what, let's mark this up, at least temporarily. We'll just explore from this point. So where are we on the map? Oh, okay. We said that. Okay, fine. Come then. Vultures somewhere. Smoke puffs, don't mind if I do. Okay, they're the vultures. Okay, that's them dealt with. Ultregs, like to see it. Sounds like... oh my word, what on earth? Okay, everyone done? Oh, it's because of that. Let's make that dead. Okay. Go on, over here. Grounsten, yes, I will be using a lot of grounsten. Even just making all, yes, that is something I want. Alright, well let's mark it up, just in case it all goes horribly wrong. And let's top up on food, and that as well. And let's cause some trouble in here, shall we? Come then. Out you come. That is what I want right there. I'd like the Morgan to pop up sooner rather than later, so I don't have to. I can take my helmet off and actually put my my headlamp on. Hopefully, making some noise might encourage him to come out. That's another one. So there's at least 2 cores in here. What's that? Okay. Ah, there we go. Well, that was less difficult than anticipated. I like less difficult than anticipated. That works for me. I've got any... Here we go. Here's a chest. 2 chests. Right. Let's dump off some of the rubbish. Let's take that. I don't need feathers. Don't really need the gold either, if I'm honest. Definitely take those. Let's clear this place out. Soft tissue, yeah, we can use that. Yeah, you can keep the gold. In fact, let's consolidate this a little. Can't roll around in there. No, there isn't much room for that. No, I agree. I agree. We'll destroy absolutely everything because, yeah, that is the way we deal with things here. Pop that in. That can stay there. We're keeping that. I don't need a single piece of black marble. Yes, we'll take that. In you go. Rotten meat can go there. Much better. And I want the soft tissue as well. And we'll take our goodies and just drop them back, I think. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, bones can all go there. 11 soft tissue. Although that said, I have done a fair bit of refining of ITER. Yeah, well, let's take the gold. Yeah, that's all fine. I'm brisk. What have I actually picked up? Oh, the Morgan heart. Ah, yeah, what about the Morgan sinew? There must be a Morgan sinew knocking about somewhere. That's used for something. I can't remember what it's used for, but it's definitely used for something. Oh, this is something I missed as well. Loads more of it. How do I miss all of this? This place is huge. Alright, I'm going to have to do a proper collect of all of this. But although there is a bit pointless, the aspen bones for making the aspen chair, I just think it's really fun. I just love those aspen chairs. Where'd the chests gone? Chests? Where are you? Here we go. Through here. What are we going to do? Let's just dump a whole load of stuff. Collect everything. Let's make some bone piles. I'm sure I can make a good number now. Alright, well, that's 2. Right, back here. There it is. Very nice. So you can give me that. You can give me that. You can go there. We'll take the gold, I guess. Oh no, I want the pot shards over the gold. Oh, but I don't want to transport that. Alright, that's cool. The part of the Ashlands update I like was Aspen Chair. Yeah, I love the Aspen Chair. Absolutely love the Aspen Chair. How do I get out? I'm trapped. We live here now. Here we go. We escaped. Right, let's head back with our goodies. Let's put our armour on, because stuff really hurts here. Let's not forget that. Well, plenty of goodies over there. I've got room for smoke puffs. We'll come back for it. You can die. Ooh, 1 star. Alright, we'll give it a go. Ouch. Ah, yeah, shields. Shields are a thing. Let's do that, shall we? I've become separated from my portal. Always like to see it. Oi, mate. It's Ashwood. Well, we'll come back to the Ashwood. They've lost interest. That's awesome. How many cores did we get? 6 cores. Fantastic. You don't need many of the stone portals, but 3 I was finding just slightly under what I needed. But yeah, give me 6. That's everything I could possibly want, which is pretty spectacular. Well, there you go. That's my refined item, so I'm not doing terribly on that. There we go. In you go. Let's just collate all of that lot. Random stuff goes in there. You go in there. I can go in with my other random food items. And let's recover the rested buff and get back into it. Can I get it from here? 15. That's good enough. So Bearded, how does the Pound World adventure go? So it looked like you were having a lot of fun with the last couple of episodes I've seen there. Right, let's collect some fiddleheads and smoke puffs. I should have repaired my stuff while I was back. Forgot to do that. I'll have the ashwood on the way through. That's going to make a noise. That's not ideal. It's been something else for sure, a lot to learn and figure out. It certainly looked like it. I had sort of very little idea of what you were doing most of the time, other than building new stuff and shooting stuff. Even I got that bit. Now, don't tell the game this, but so far I've managed to avoid taking on a Valkyrie. I'm not desperately upset about having avoided Valkyrie battles thus far. There you go, you're dead. You're welcome. Another Morgan. Let's take out the birds first then, shall we? Kill them. Over here. Okay, I thought you were en route. Ow. Right, that's much better. Take it. Where? Sure, we'll take those. Well, there's stuff I found that I quite don't understand, but slowly figuring things out. I need a bigger spot for a base already. Well, you know, base building, it's the thing. Fine, I think we can take him on with what we've got. Come then. Ow. Ouch. Thank you. Now, who's hurting me? Oh, it's you. All right. Well, let's have some distance. Ow. Oh, I'm gonna die. Give me that. Okay. What do you mean you hate that? Base building. You love base building. I have to say, actually, your last few bases in various games you've made have been, I thought, really pretty good. Okay. Oh, okay, let's take him out. Plenty of arrows, that's fine. Yeah, we've got bones that we can dump if needed. Is that another Morgan? It did sound a bit Morgan-like. Oh, I knew it. Man, give me one of those quickly. In fact, let's not mess around. Ouch. Good God. Okay, that's something. Man, will you stop? Where's all the... You stop as well. Oh. Well, that got a little bit hectic. Alright, looks like it's trying to turn nighttime on me. We've got bone mass for a few minutes more. Ouch. Let's just top up on some of our decent food, shall we? I think the Ashlands had missed me, and he was just really keen to make the point that it really likes me. Still got a way to go. I was heading back towards that cave, thinking that was my my thingamajig marker. There you go, that's my lava rock there. Yeah, we'll just run through. Hopefully the lava blob doesn't explode on us the second we pop through the next one. Oh. Yeah, let's just dump everything in there for the time being. Lovely. Let's repair everything as well. Cool. All right, let's sleep and do it all again. Now I'm pleased to be getting all the good food stuff, but what we really need, what we really need, is Flametal. So either we need stupendous amounts of divergers to meet an untimely end. It's not like I would go dragging creatures back to their base to watch them die. That'd be a dreadful thing to happen. Or a fortress. Now, as scary as fortresses are, the idea of stupendous amounts of Flametal and gems is rather appealing. So, let's have a quick look here. Okay, maybe this whole thing joins up. Maybe there's a link there. Let us head inland a little bit. Oh god, yeah, the blob. Put some armour on. Can I get round and through? Not easily. Maybe. There we go. Not a great spot here, is it? There we go. Okay, spawner over there. And creatures over there. Here, buddy. One star. Of course he is. Yeah, you walk away. I told you to walk away, sunshine. You heard me warn him. You heard me. I tried. I tried to take the peaceful way out, folks. I really did. Now, obviously, if you see a great big green laser beam light type thing in the sky and I don't mention it, do shout at me, because it probably means I completely missed it. Yeah, still heading fairly centrally in, I hope, I think. Shut up. I don't believe you. I was talking to people that I trust, Bearded, you know, like Can Spirit, you know, just saying. Well, we're not doing badly for smoke puffs. A lot of playthroughs really struggle with smoke puffs, but we're getting loads of them. I don't know whether did you see the vineyard, Can Spirit? Because we started building it last time. I did finish it, and I now have so many vineberries. It's a little ridiculous. Come there. Here, birdie, birdie. I trust you as much as you would trust me on one of your streams, Bearded. Which is to say, you shouldn't listen to a single word that gets said. Oh, yes, I had started there. But I think I was sort of in the process of running out of grounsten for it. Alright, if you're not going to pay attention, we'll do that. We'll hoover up all of that good stuff. Alright, let's keep heading this way a little bit. Oh, Morgan Cave. We shall absolutely mark that up. I think there's a Morgan Cave sort of earlier toward... Oh, the metal pillar. Okay. Get up there. Get up there. Right then. Let's mark this up. Nothing else there. Okay. Okay, right. Let's check out the Flametal pillar. It's not. Oh man. That could have been quite a lot worse, in fairness. Oh dear, don't burn to death. That doesn't really look like red hot. I mean, it's slightly glowing. Slightly glowy. What can I guess we can dump the skulls. Guess we can dump that as well. Alright, well let's mark this up. That's a possibility. It's sort of close enough to the edge. I could probably build a grounsten platform out to it. That's not a terrible shout. What we're doing, do that instead. So about there. Alright. Let's go north around this blob and we'll see if we can see any lights in the sky. Okay. Good eye. Oh man. Haha, he's taking aim and died. Certainly not unhappy to be taking out some of the Ashlands. I'll need their tails for the... Finally. Happy days. Uh-huh. Never feel terribly safe looking out across a lava field when there's aspens to bounce you into it. Or what are we going to say? Let's do that for the time being. It's going to be about there. Fortress. Now, how do we get round to it? Can I shoot that from here? Yes, I can. Ah, so the green light. The green light is basically sort of like the symbol of an active fortress. So it's where the centre point of the fortress hasn't been sort of desecrated by smelly Vikings like myself. And it's the fortresses where you get all the really good stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to help this wolf, but I think I'm not helping very much. Don't like the look of that shadow. Oh, it's just birds. Thought it might have been a Valkyrie for a moment there. And given my armour levels, Valkyries are quite scary. We'll leave the food a little bit longer. Come on. There we go. Oh, man. All right. I don't think we're getting around here, are we? Alright, I guess while we're here we'll take out that spawner as well. Yes, that's the fella. That was the fortresses that we were diving into and taking all sorts of damage. Another Flametal pillar. Very interesting. Can I stand on that? I think so. Yeah, okay. Or maybe not. There I can. Fine. So we've got a Flametal pillar about there. What I was trying to avoid. Ow! What is it with these marksmen? Leave it out, son. Ah. No. Oh, man. Okay, fine. Be like that, you lot. Oh, I was out of stamina, so I couldn't actually roll. Don't feel so brave when it's just the one of you, do you? No. Right, so the fortress is round there somewhere. We got a lot of lava around here. Is there a way through? Maybe this takes me up through? Yeah, look. I'll be able to get up there, but I'm going to have to take on the Valkyrie. That one I know? Yeah, that's the one I know about. That's fine. You can hear an Aspen somewhere. Alright, we've got a little chappy over there. I'm sure I heard an Aspen though. Let's top up on food now, shall we? And right, so Valkyrie's currently fighting a dwarf. Take out this lot. Right. Maybe. Oh man, I knew I could hear an Aspen somewhere. There you are. Right. Ha! The old Diverger did all the hard work for me and I got to claim the credit. Exactly as I like it, I might just add. I did quite a good job of messing up this place, that's fine. Right, dude, I really hate to do it, but I've got to run. I'll watch the VOD once you stop streaming later on tonight. Oh, well, thank you for coming on board for a little bit, bud. Appreciate real life comes first. Always understood. But delighted to have you here, even for a bit. Catch you later, mate. Okay, this is getting me closer, but it's not really... Oh man, I really cannot be bothered with another Morgan just yet. Got enough arrows for it, I guess. I've got space for it. No worries, bud. You have a good one. Let's dump that and that. Got the heart. Good, good. Is that the sinew? Yeah, Morgan's sinew. Sure. Fine. So this lot isn't going anywhere, is it? So I'm going to have to go round the outside and curl north and come at it from the other side. That's right. We've got an approach. How do I get... So I've got to go round here to get back to the portal. I guess what with all of the time that I'm sort of playing offline, just doing sort of, you know, not terribly exciting building type stuff, I'm still sort of battling minor monsters of various kinds. And that means that my sword skill and bow skill are fairly high now. Yeah, so what, I mean, if I look at my bow skill now, bows, 82, that's really pretty high. By the time you get to 85 bow skill, you might not be doing absolute maximum damage, but you are firing as fast as the game will allow you to fire. So you're basically in machine gun mode, and my sword skill is at 100. And that does help massively. The other thing that helps is being hyper aggressive, and well, you've seen me play often enough to know my typical approach to these things. If you're not killing something, you're basically wasting time. Well, at least in terms of how I play the game. Give me the good stuff. And I've still got room for a little bit more if we find it. This way. Up here, I think. Yeah, okay. And in the nick of time as well. Right, let's dump the goodies. Of course, I'm out of room. Let's do that. Where was my... There we go. You can go in there. We can take that out. I've got a place for my grounsten to live. Oh, come on. Let's put the headlamp on so I can see what I'm doing. Fine. When was it? Here? One of the... I'll tell you what, let's dump the grounsten in there. That's fine. That works. There we go. There we go. Right, so after repair everything, we need more food. Yeah. Then we'll see if we can't make our way round to that... oh god, I'm desperately short of arrows as well. Hardly surprising when you're rattling arrows off like a machine gun. Let's just bring over everything I've got. That one. That one. Grab everything. I've got so many frost glands from the drakes because I had to basically farm golems in the mountains, so I was going up all the time, and you just be, I mean, they're like pigeons, you know, they're just peppering you all the time, which is great, you know, you get lots of frost glands, but I think I must have 300 frost glands, something like that. Oh, let's go grab the food as well before I forget. I don't want to waste daylight doing that. Of course, the portal's over here. Running in circles, we can do that. Yep, give me 3 of those. Give me 3 of those and 3 of those. There you go, that works. Really do need to put some lights on my house. This is the house. I keep forgetting where I put the portal. I moved it shortly before the stream. Sort of get into the habit of a portal being in a certain place, and then you move it, and that's why I look like a lost muppet in my own base. Just FYI. Right, let's put that on. Got 130 frost arrows, which ought to do us. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that portal to be a 5 after we move through. Portal stuff. Oh, something else I forgot to mention. If you recall, I was complaining bitterly about the fact I couldn't find any circling spawners, so the circling cores were a major problem. I finally stumbled across a location with four spawners in quite close proximity, so all of a sudden I've got absolutely stacks of cores, which is awesome. Right, so I've got an A5 portal set up back at the original base. So I think what I'm going to do is rename this blank one to A5. In fact, let's turn that round, shall we? Can't quite see what I'm doing. There we go. There you go. And you're now a 5. Does that connect? Yes. Fantastic. Right, we are now going to head north. Don't do that. We're going to head north. We're going to go around this lava field, and hopefully we can get to that fort from the other side. Oh, let's name that one as well. A 5. Cool. North it is. Down to 1 healing potion. That's not ideal. Ooh, 1 star. That Morgan. Right, where are we from here? I reckon we need to be turning over there. Smoke paths! Gimme. Okay, went through 20 arrows there. See, I said 130 would be absolutely fine, didn't I? Another Morgan cave, mark that up. Oh, ooh. Morgan over there. I'm gonna have to take him on. I don't want to leave him at my back. Obviously, because I've got an infinite supply of frost arrows, I don't have to be concerned about it at all whatsoever. See, planning, folks. It's all about planning. Down to 93 now. Okay. That's not going to come back and bite me at all, is it? Oh, why, thank you. Oi. Ah, that's... I completely missed that. Alright. I was going to give you a chance to get a hit back there. I just thought it was sporting. So is it there? Is there a way through there? No. Oh no, I'm going the right way. That's fine, that's fine. I was having a panic that the fortress was completely locked off with lava. Man. Bows at 83, we'll take that. Make some noise. I can damage at least one of them. Come blow these bones up for me. All right. No eggs? No. I don't think the lava blobbers hurt me. Oh, look at that. I've never seen an arch that's so exposed at the bottom there. Get on, birds. Let's do this. I killed 2 and you're still playing with that one. Oh. Is that a spawner? Where? There's a spawner in the rock? Okay, another cave. I think there's a spawner in that rock there. Don't mind marking up another cave. I guess at some point I need to check all of these caves because sometimes they have the secret locations. I would like the flame sword at some point. Is there a spawn around here I'm missing or something? Your turn. Let's have some more food, since that's getting a touch low. Oi! Okay, that's not looking great. Let's carry on going round. There might be a route in. It's going to have to be over here if it's going to be anywhere. Alright, well maybe there's a path round. Oh man, really? Good-o, Valkyrie, that's what we like to see. Oh, I didn't pick up the feathers last time from the Valkyrie. Alright, let's assume that we're... Oh, she's seen me anyway. That was massively easier than I was anticipating. Look, mate, I just took down a Valkyrie. You can back right up, sunshine. Right, let's get this good stuff back. The Valkyrie feathers are nice. That one. We're closing in. We are closing in on the fortress here. I guess while we're back, we can also top up on some arrows. That's definitely a thing. There we go. I know, we'll keep that in the food section. There you go, you can go there. Where did I put all the arrows? It was up here somewhere, wasn't it? There we go. There you go, 160 arrows. What could possibly go wrong this time? Replace our rested buff. We'll see if we can't sneak just a little bit closer to the fortress. Right, I do still want those Valkyrie feathers though. I'm going to dump those off quickly. Because that, I think that leads to an upgrade for, there we go. Yeah, the Feathery Wraith. And the Feathery Wraith is an upgrade for the Golder table. Good. Alright, let's quickly dump those off. Inventory space being at the, well, the absolute limit of what's actually playable at this stage of the game. That is something I'm very much hoping for with the 1.0 release, that they'll do something with inventory slots, inventory space, or just, even if it was, I don't know, like an extra six spots would make a world of difference. It really would. That sounds like an aspen. Can't see an aspen. Vultures over there. And another Valkyrie. Good-o. How did I miss that? No, we've still got our fire resist from last time. Oh, there she is. She's seen me. Go in, my love. Let's do this. Oh. Got to love the timing there. Building up for the big attack and dies. What can we... Let's get a shot of that. That's fine. Alrighty. It's taken most of the stream, but looks like we're basically on the fortress. I see you hiding there. Oh, really? Another one? Are you serious? All right. Welcome to Valheim. Look. Come on. Or just run away, that's fine. Alright, let's get ourselves set up. So many things. Let's hide by this rock, I think. That'll give us a little bit of cover. And I can't see what I'm doing. Crafting. And you, and you, you, and you, and through. Come on. Yep. Whew. Okay. Alright. Building up for a big finale here. As I like to say, first fortress, what could possibly go wrong? Let's dump that in with the other grounsten. Good, good, good. Let's get stuff repaired. Ah, that's the stuff I just dumped on the floor. That makes sense. Okay, 6 feathers. That's good. Suspect I'm going to need... Well, I'm going to need all sorts of stuff, aren't I? So we're going to have to build some sort of platform. I guess we're using wood in that case. I will need to set up a stone platform there eventually at some point as well. Okay, let's do a little bit of prep here. Let's absolutely top our arrows up. Where are my cores? Cores live there. So let's make a pair of new portals. Give me some of that. Give me... move that to there, take that, and there we go. Give me 20 of those. So I want lots of backup portals, so if it all goes horribly pear-shaped, we're not in a bad position. So we'll call this AF for Ash Fort 1, or Ash Fortress 1. We've repaired everything, that's good. Oh yeah, I'm going to need some wood for a workbench. Oops, that's a thing. Give me that. I did say I was going to get more healing potions. That is definitely going to be useful. Let's head over to the bar for that. Oh yeah, quick shortcut to the bar through here. Fueling's having a grand old time out there. There we are. Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do. That wasn't what I meant to do either. I'm not having a great one here, am I? It's not that. It's not that. I don't want to drink it. Do I need to be holding the... Do I do this again? Where's my tray? Where did I put the serving tray? There it is. Alright, try again. Try again. Hold that. There we go. Middle mouse button. There we go. Fantastic. Right. What's that? Controlled insurance, not worried about. Medium stamina, not worried about. But... no. Ratatosk. I've done it again. What a muppet. I need to be holding the... Let's just repair everything that I've broken, shall we? Need to be holding the tray and then middle mouse button. I've lost my tray again. My brain is all over the shop today, folks. Oh, it's right there. What a donut. What an absolute donut. Right. Give me that. Give me that. We'll have a couple of those. No. Lightfoot. That was the other one. Let's have some Lightfoot as well. That was where it was meant to live. There's no room, so that's why it's living here. Okay, that looks pretty decent. A full complement of arrows, enough food to keep us ticking over. All I want to do is get a portal outside the fortress, and then we can worry about causing some problems inside. So we've got speed, we've got jump, we've got stamina, we've got fire resist. I think we're in a fairly decent spot. There we are, there's the house. I guess I probably could leave the headlamp behind, couldn't I? I'll free up a spot. Right, headlamp. You can live there. We'll put that on. Lives there. 4 spots, 4 whole inventory spaces for stuff. We've set that up as capital A, capital F1, okay. We'll do what we do, which is rename the blank one to the new one. We'll mark that up as well. F1. And that way. There we go. Or was I looking at a different one? That's a different one. Ooh. Okay. Not again, are you serious? What is it with these Valkyries? Ouch. That. Ouch, that really hurt. Oh. Those Valkyries, and that's why I use frost arrows rather than trying to take them on hand to hand. I just can't quite get the timing right with them. I mean, admittedly my armour isn't brilliant, but I still should have been able to do that. Alright, let's get our rested buff, and we'll do a body recovery. There we go. There you go, this portal. Well, I just thought that I'd give it a go with the sword and shield, because you don't always get the opportunity to use the bow, because you've just been attacked by too many things. So you're a little bit locked in. So I thought I'd try and take the opportunity to get some practice in with the sword. But yes. Right, let's stand here for a moment. Get a few health ticks and we'll pop back through. One more and we're going for it. There you go. That's the fella. Oh man, you are really not giving me a chance here. Where is my body? There it is. Oh, really? That's not very nice. Let's go through that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my stuff on. And then that and that and that. We'll dump off all the stuff we don't need. Let's put the brooch on as well. We're going to get bone mass going, and then from there we're going to go through. Now I'm sure it'll all be fine. Yep, we can put the belt on. That's fine as well. That's everything. Yeah, all right. Let's have that. Let's have that. Sure. Let's just go for everything. No, let's go with the bow. The bow was effective. Sword wasn't. Right then, lady, let's do this. Okay. No, that's just a lava blob. Lava rock even. That's all sorts of junk. Let's just dump all of the other junk. Let's kill that thing as well, shall we? Now maybe we can get to the fortress before the next Valkyrie appears, because we have had quite a lot of those. Alright, well let's do it here, shall we? No, yes, and you. Come on, somewhere. I saw it. Come on, workbench. There is a spot there. Oh, what can I hear? Oh, it's you. Okay, fine. Let's do that then. Right then. Guys, can I just get a portal set up? Would that be too much to ask? There's another spawner down there, interestingly. Right then. Right then. Oh, man. Right then. So this is the new blank one. Let's see if we can have some fun with this. Let's actually mark that up as well. Let's do that. About there. Okay, that's one down. There isn't one on that corner, which is fine. Oh, that's a warlock. Warlock down. Oh, a second warlock. Where's he gone? That's a twitcher. What happened to that other warlock? Oh, what am I doing? My mouse button's stuck. Wait. That's absolutely fine, because just about reaches the spawner inside. So we've taken out a warlock, we're taking out a spawner, the other spawner will be down here. Okay. I'm not going to have bone mass for ages, which is slightly annoying for this. There's a warlock up the top there, I can see. Oh no, that's just an archer. What on earth was that sound? I can kill off that other warlock. I might be tempted just to run in and cause some trouble. Why are you just... Oh look, and that looks like a super convenient pillar there as well. Oh, that is perfect. That is absolutely spectacular. Hey buddy. Have an arrow in the face, or two, or three. Alright, that's 2 warlocks down. So usually we get 2 to 4, I guess, on average. So I could try and... probably put something down here, jump in. We've got a spawner down here that I need to take out. That's fine. any more warlocks. I would really like not to have any more warlocks to deal with. Alright then, okay. Let's have... No, it can't do that. That's fine in that case. No, I'm not going to be able to make it up there. I need building mats down there. Let's get some more wood and see if we can't build just something to get us in. I think I can take them down if I can get in there. But I need wood for that. Got any more wood? 10. Okay. Surely I've got more wood somewhere. What else could I use? Have I got anything in here? Oh, there's wood in here. I'm sure there's wood in here. It's coal, wood, somewhere. Brilliant. That's exactly what I want. Let's dump off that, and that. There we go. Let's grab some more wood, just to be on the safe side. Wherever it was. Oh. Right then. I think we can do this. Right. Of course, if I die in there, it's going to be a bit awkward. Oh, that was an unexpected jump. So, can I craft him? Yep, Shard Fortress. And building. Oh, there you go. Oh man. Could do without you right now, sunshine. Alright, that's another warlock down. Surely. Have another one of those. Right then. Oh. That works. Whoa! Get out of there. Oh, my word. Ouch. Wow, okay, stamina really a thing here. Can we just top up on some of the good stamina food? I think that might help. That's fine. Alright, so just you, I think we've done it. Wow. Alright, that is a cleared fortress. Let's have a look at the goodies. 10. One of each gem. That I like. That I like a lot. We can do stuff with 10. That's nice. So that's 29 in total, plus whatever's inside, plus the jade. Now I do like using jade for the bows. Right, let's dump some stuff off. Yeah, lose that, lose that. Cool. Right, where is... Right, let's move the portal inside and then we can get ourselves properly set up. Did we get all the portal stuff? Yes, we did. Let's get ourselves inside before something destroys us. Now I'm going to take a mini break and then we get to take all of our lovely goodies. Can't see anything, that's fine. Oh, of course I haven't got the headlamp. That's not a problem. Fan spirit, exactly as you said. If I didn't have it, I would need it. Anywhere. And we're through. Wow. Let's just dump all of the stuff in a corner and I shall clean it up off stream. There we go. Right. Repair all of our stuff. How many arrows we got? We've got 110. That's right. The next thing that we're going to be doing is looting the fort. So that shouldn't take too many arrows, hopefully. Right, I'm going to pause it here for a brief moment, folks, just so I can have a quick toilet break, and I'm going to grab myself a refreshed water. I will see you momentarily. Right then, we are back. So we have a blank portal in the fortress. So I need to set up a stone portal and deactivate the blank portal here for the stone one, so I can bring some iron over, so I can make the stone cutter and set up the stone portal the other side to transport the bits back. There we go. One of these, there we go. 2 of those. 10 of those. Was it 30, isn't it? Yep, 30 of that. There's my stone cutter. Given that I'm going to be going over there with it, let's set it up fairly close. Can't tell which way is which. Which one's that? F1, no. That's the blank one. Blah, blah, blah. Fine. That should come to life. As indeed, it's pointing the right way. That's even better. Do I need anything else? Let's not take any chances. I would hate to be attacked by a Valkyrie, not have the fire resist, and then get wiped out as a result of that. Quickly back now, go the back route into the bar. Let's see if I can take the fire resist off the shelves without drinking it this time. Not much of a barman drinking my own stock now, am I? Right, give me that. Load up that. Where is... That's it there. That will do nicely. Alright, Death Skeeter. Come on, I'm right here. Nope, can't mess that up. Dump the needle, that can go there. Not going to need those for the time being. Let's just leave those neatly in a pile. Of course, I've gone through, and what I haven't done is taken the stuff to make a stone cutter. Apart from that, it's all going exactly according to plan. Actually, I can take the stone cutter from over here. Alright, that's our stone cutter. We need enough to be able to make the stone portal the other side. No, yep, there we go. Right. 30 grounsten. 2 magma cores. 10 eyes. Fantastic. Let's set up the thing over there. Dum dum dum. Crafting. It goes there, and I think, yeah, that's the front of it there. So let's now deactivate this one. There you go. Fantastic. like to see it. Look at that. Magnificent. Okay, let's bring all the good stuff back immediately. What we'll do is we'll start getting that smelting, and then we'll crack open the central bit and see what's in there. Let's pop the gems in here somewhere temporarily for now. There you go, all of that can go in there. Let's crack open the central pillar of the fortress, see what goodies we get. I'd be satisfied if it was only, I don't know, 600 or 700 Flametal. This might take some time, folks, so tell me about yourselves. Tell me about your childhoods while I'm cracking through this. Not massively keen on fire breaking out in the fortress. Once you've overtaken the fortress and destroyed the spawner, can anything still attack you in there? Yes. So what can happen is the Valkyries, so they can fly over and they can fly in. Something's shooting my stuff outside, I think. So the Valkyries are still a risk, which is another one of the reasons why actually it's quite nice to have this central bit opened with a quite a small entrance to it. You can smash down the doors, but if you're being attacked by a Valkyrie, it doesn't offer much in the way of protection. Whereas if I just take this corner piece out, I can just about squeeze in. It means if a Valkyrie came in, they can't really get to me. So you can sort of set up your portal in this middle bit. The other thing, I guess, is that if you haven't got this internal area spawn covered, it is possible for creatures to just spawn in here. Not always bad creatures either. I remember taking over a fortress once, and I came back, and after a while, I had a Diverger resident who was he just looked after my fort in my absence. Okay, that was a bigger hole than I was hoping for, but fine. Let's grab our bell fragments. Let's see what's in the chest. Okay, that could be worse. I'm not devastated. I would have liked to have seen the 6 or 7 aforementioned Flametal in there, but that's fine. That's just fine. We'll take some more magma cores. Go on, there we go. Right, let's empty out everything else. Take all. Take all. What have you got to say, Minion? Cra, a sad memory lingers. A faint echo in the air. Once these rang for joy to celebrate his passing, but now he cannot bear the sound nor remember. If you seek to bring him, give them voice once more. Right, let's head back. Let's dump all the goodies off. I'm going to need to bring the stone cutter back because I don't intend to leave it there. What am I doing? Yeah, you can go in there. You can all go there. Let's put the bell fragments. Only 2. Okay. So that means, well, that means I'll need to take out. I could get lucky. You can get up to 4 bell fragments, so per fortress. So that'll be another 2 regardless. Right, that's doing its thing. Let's go back, grab the stone cutter, bring that back through, deconstruct the stone portal after that, and then we'll set up this portal inside. What am I trying to do? Stone cutter. There we go. Right, stone cutter can live there. Right, now we can set up the other portal inside, so it's the blank portal, and it should be safe and protected in there. And we've got the we've got this location, this protected location to come back to at any point. Let's put that there, and can't see what I'm doing. There you go. There. Now, if I smash this to pieces, the other one fires up. Hopefully nothing can get to it. Oh, right, let's see what new fun stuff we can make. 29 Flametal isn't a lot. I've got 2 or I think I've got 2 left from previous runs, so that will give us 30 to play with. I'll tell you what, let's just make that gibberish. There you go. We'll set this back to blank for the time being, so that connects to our fortress. Let's set up the other one so I don't have to carry it. There you go. Let's make that gibberish as well. And let's see what goodies we can make ourselves. Sure, give me all of that. Give me that, and no, oh, I didn't have any coal. That'll be why it didn't process anything. There we go. Give me 20 of that. Why fibers? I'm not sure what you mean, Chen Spirit. Oh, gibberish. It just stops it connecting to anything. So the risk of setting up a portal with a sensible name or leaving it blank is at the point where you're doing something with other blank emergency portals. All of a sudden, unexpectedly, they connect. So you can lose the connection with the one that you want to hold, and all of a sudden you can have 2 portals in distant locations that connect to each other. So not dreadfully useful from a portal hub perspective, but by just putting random gibberish in there, I know that they're there. I can break down a portal and rebuild it at any point. But I don't have to worry about it suddenly connecting unexpectedly. Right, what was I doing. Let's just fix and repair stuff. Right, now we can work out. I do want to upgrade the table. So before I do anything else, table upgrades, crafting. And right, here we go. The black metal cutter, so that's 5 Flametal. That's fine and easy enough. And we need Morgan sinew, the bloodstone, ashwood. Alright, well, I think that's all pretty doable. Dump that, and that, and that, and that, and that. So we want our bloodstones and ashwood mainly, I think. Of course, the ashwood I think I've left at the other base rather helpfully. So I think we're going to have to go back to the other base for that. Right. No, in fact you are going to have to stay because I can't travel to the other base because I haven't set up a stone portal between the two. So the newest update, version 1.0, is released on the 9th of September. So we are about a month and a half away now, just over a month and a half. So that's no time at all. That'll be round before we realise it. What did I want? Ashwood. Ashwood. That's what I wanted. Not that. Right, let's just grab a stack of that. Let's grab a stack of that. Let's grab that as well. Yes, yeah, very close. It's one of the other reasons why I'm keen. Well, I've been sort of doing sort of quite a bit in the background on the base here, because I would like the base to be mostly finished for the 1.0 release. Because I want to be able to then play the game and do Deep North content rather than just me playing about and trying to fill in all of this space. Oh, and I need the bloodstones as well. There's the bloodstones, very nice. Oh, and I need the metal. There we go. How much over am I? Okay. Cube walk is funny, but I want to build stuff. I haven't got time for... Hey, Average Joe, how you doing, buddy? Well, 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 if it isn't Mr. SeaDog. Oh, see, I'm getting the client treatment now. The client treatment? Do you mean... oh, as in... I think that was probably missed out. Silent treatment. Oh, I apologise, but I was locked in, as you would say. I was locked in. But we are now about to have some upgrades with this. It goes there. And I want that. Charred bone, black marble. I can do both of those. Charred bone and black marble. That's fine. Black marble, sure. I think it was 5. There you go, 5 of that. And charred bone. Where is... There'll be charred bone in here. Charred bone. Marvellous. Oh, good man. How's the world coming along? It's doing quite well. I mean, I won't do a complete tour, but right at the start of the stream I did a brief update. But we've got a dedicated forging area here. That's the new chicken coop. This is a temporary sort of build area, just because I've more or less fully moved into the base. That's now a rather oversized bedroom, basically. We've got the vines, the ash vines growing like mad over there. I've redone the interior of the bar, so that looks smarter. We've got our windmills. This is the storage area. I've still not picked up my so yeah, storage area, storage area, lots of storage. There's storage, but lots of storage. Yeah, coming along bit by bit. Right, let's get this final upgrade built. That's the fella. You can go there. That gives us a level 5 forge. And the world has opened up to us. So what can I actually upgrade? So everything can be upgraded now. Oh, that's super cheap to upgrade. Okay. Yeah, I've got all of these bits and pieces. Okay. I think what we're going to do initially, because I still haven't got a vast amount of the Flametal, is we're going to upgrade the old Ashlands, Mistlands kit. There we go, that's more. There we go, there's the rest of it. Any more? No, that was it. I think we'll upgrade the rest of that. That will basically give me more or less Ashlands tier gear. Let's just dump all of those there for a minute. And then once we've hit a pillar or two and we've got plenty of the Flametal, then we'll go into the next phase. But for the time being, let's do a little bit of this. So I need fine wood and bone. That's easily done. We need aspen hide. That's easy to do. Carapace scale, carapace scale, carapace scale. Okay, well, let's do those bits first. In fact, let's sleep the night so I can actually see what I'm doing. So this is the rather dramatic new bedroom. Looks more like a French ski cabin than a Viking house, but still better than what I could build. Yeah. Well, what can I say? I have a Viking with modern tastes. You know, your storage area will need to be larger eventually. It will. But that's originally the thinking was that storage area would just need to be for the farming stuff, and that the central citidel that I'll end up building will have its own huge storage area as well. Can I make... How much space have I got? If I... 1, 2, 3. Tuber walk. I can go in there temporarily. I think when the new update comes out, I will do a forever world and focus more on building so I enjoy the game rather than just trying to finish the game as quickly as I can. I completely agree. I spend so much time just sort of fiddling about, and although I've sort of rushed it from a streaming perspective, so I'm always going out and doing daft stuff, your streams, you're a more natural streamer than I, Joe. So I think you can sort of do the building thing and be probably more engaging with it than I am, because I tend to change. I mean, for example, building this thing. So I built a perfectly functional chicken coop, and it was square and ugly, and having spent, I don't know, about an hour and a half building this thing, putting the chickens in it, waiting for them to grow and start to produce eggs, I then decided I hated it, ripped the whole thing down and rebuilt it as that. So if I did that on stream, I think people would quite rightly have me lynched at that point. So let's take 50 of that. Let's have, oh, I needed that as well. Take a load of that. What else do I need? What else do I need? I need bones. I need more bones than that. Okay. There's more bones back at the main base. Right, so let's have this as my pile of useful stuff for upgrades. Let's head back to the old base. Where is that portal? It's over here somewhere. And grab some bones. Well, I guess it looks quite fast from the perspective of... I've come through the wrong portal. What a donut. I guess it looks quite fast from a stream perspective. It doesn't feel quite so fast to me because I do quite a lot of activity in the background, and that could be a lot of gathering materials. So again, for example, that building over there probably took about 1,500, 2,000 stone, and this took about 2,000, maybe 2,500 stone. So, you know, 4,000 stone between them, and you just go out, you're just smacking rocks. It's not the class A content that I think people would be desperately interested in tuning in for. Keep the fires burning. There you go. Right. Give me... Oh, there's something I forgot to show everyone, actually. Give me that and that. Still not enough bones. There you go. Give me that as well. There was one other thing I meant to show everyone that I forgot in terms of the build. Because it was one of the first things I built, I completely forgot about it. I just briefly ignore all of this stuff for a moment. So as well as the archery targets, I actually have built a melee practice area. I don't know whether you've seen this, Joe, but here's my archery range, and we have a mock-up troll. Just so you got something slightly more interesting to fire at. But also, we've got these boys. Go on then. Who's going first? No one, apparently. There you go. No one can... There we go. So now, having got their attention, if they can hit me, I can just keep my shield... No, there you go. There we go. So I can practice, I can get my parry practice in. Training montage, it's a great idea. Angry twigs. Anyway, we'll leave them to it. Of course, I have to shoot the troll because, I don't know, reasons. 6. Not brilliant. Let's try again. About there. 8. All right, good enough. Good enough. Let's get back to building stuff. Right, you come with me. And of course, I still haven't picked up the carapace, and that's it. I guess we can do this one piece at a time. I've got that. Give me that. That should allow me to upgrade the bow. Yeah, upgrade the spine snap. Good, that's that done. Happy days. That can live over there for the time being. What else do I need? I need... I don't know... I don't want to know how long it took you to get all of that flat. Yeah. bearing in mind it's this space, and you can see the lumpiness on it. We're at day 1300. I think I'd probably completed the flattening process about day 8 or 900, I want to say. Yeah. There we go, carapace. 1, 2, 3. That should be enough, I think, I hope. Tuba! Right, upgrade. Upgrade the breastplate. Upgrade the helmet. Upgrade the greaves. That's... Oh, I'm still overweight. Right, all of that can go there. I'm going to be doing a lot of tidying up off stream. Right, the last thing was the Mistwalker. 30 and 3 wisps. That's doable. Let's grab the wisps first. Somewhere. Wisps. 3 wisps, it said. SeaDog did all the flattening of the area, affect your frame rate. Oh, no, it didn't actually. So, apparently, when the game was first introduced, sort of playing about with the terrain would impact the frame rate, but they did something, the back end coding, so altering terrain doesn't impact frame rates anymore, which is quite useful, really. Right, that's all of that. I just need the ITER. Just grab 30 of it. Well, in fairness, Joe, one of my earlier builds was built on a hill, and it was great. You know, I was very happy with it. But I wanted to have it was a singular structure, singular castle, and actually what I wanted to do this time was go really bananas with it and have this complete area totally flattened so that I could sort of build more of a walled city more than a single building. So yeah, that was the thinking behind it. Right, that can go back. I made a large base with a deep, wide moat. Yes, I don't blame you at all. Moats are most definitely a thing. Okay, so our armour is now. Oh, of course. The other thing I can do is upgrade the cape. I've got you. There we go. 7 there. Have I got any others? Let's upgrade the cape as far as we can with what we've got. 2 upgrades. That's another 4 armor. 130. Okay, now we're rocking. So that's 6, that's another, so I must have had 120 beforehand, so an extra 10 armor all the time. That feels really good. That feels really, really good. It killed, yeah. Yes, unfortunately, yeah, I can well imagine that. I can well imagine that, Chan Spirit. But if you go into it, so I guess if you were to reload that world, it might take a little while to update, because all the new updates, it might want to do something with a pre-existing save, but you might well find it runs much better. So, I think we've been going for a little over 3 hours now. So I think I'm probably going to call it there. But we do have brand new armour. We've got a whole stack more of the Flametal. Somewhere around here is the Flametal. There we go. How much have we got left? We've got 19 Flametal left. What we go? What could I make? I'm not sure I'll do it today. I might give myself a little bit of time to think about what it is I want to make next. Berserker axes, 24. They are expensive. Berserker axes at some point would definitely be nice to have. What else we got? Anything else that's really jumping out at me? No, I think probably the next big thing I'll do will be the Berserker axes, so I can start leveling up the axe skill. But I think that's probably the play. Haven't done much on the new game. Still looking for a Rocky. Of course. Yes, the hunt. You did find a Rocky though, didn't you, Chan Spirit? But did take a break for a while. Yes. Yeah, it's entirely fair to give yourself a little bit of a breather from a game. I mean, obviously, it's not something I've done with this almost ever since the point it was originally released. But I understand the concept, at least, of taking a break from a game. The altar, yes. Dump those bits off. They can all be loaded in at they can all be stacked up at another point. Okay, despite the fact the base is looking a little bit messy, I will do a little bit of tidying, but next time what we shall do is head back into the Ashlands, because if we have a look at where we set up, so we're set up here, and there were definitely Flametal spires around here, so that's going to be pretty easy stuff to get to. There might be a route through to this fort. Maybe there's some way, so we'll have to head back and give that a go as well. But that's for next time. But thank you all so much for joining me. Very much hope to see you all here again next time. If you're watching this after the event and you've enjoyed the content, do feel free to hit the like button. That's always much appreciated. And yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Fantastic. Always like to hear it. Thank you, Pen Spirit. Okay, you have a great time. Everyone have lovely mornings, evenings, afternoons, depending on the time of world you're in. And I'll look forward to seeing you all here again soon. Take care all.